Hi everybody, Randy Wakeman here. What am I doing out in this field? I'm glad you asked that question. Next season is dove season. There are a lot of doves already in the area. So a question that I often get, and I'd like the answer to myself, is what is the difference between the cheaper loads and a higher performance load? So I've got a target set up at 30 yards, laser verified. I'm going to be using a Weatherby 18i with a Tru-Lock long-range dove choke. I'll fire 3 shots with Federal Top Guns. These are 7.5 shot, 1210 foot per second. We'll change paper, and then we'll fire 3 shots with Remington Premier Nitro Sporting Clays. A little faster load, 1300 feet per second. The same payload, 7/8 of an ounce. Number 7.5 shot for both, and we'll see if there is any appreciable, obvious difference in pattern quality. Fair enough? Alright, so the first 3 shots will be with Federal Top Guns. And we'll see what it looks like. Alright, those are the Top Guns. We'll change paper and see what the Remington SDS Sporting Clays loads do. So this is why it pays to pattern with your own shells and your own gun. Certainly with the Top Guns, with the Tru-Lock choke, shooting almost perfectly to point of aim, I would say. I didn't change anything at all. Same nut behind the butt, all that stuff. Looks like the SDS, the faster STS loads, throw slightly to the left. I think that's pretty clear. What's also clear is that definitely a denser pattern. So higher antimony shot absolutely is the way to go. You can see there's almost no splatter up here, appreciably less than you have with the Federal Top Guns. So what is the better shell? No question, go with high antimony Remington STS. But this is the same choke, same gun, same everything. So, the Tru-Lock long-range dove amounts to an improved modified plus a little Tru-Lock magic sauce. Like I said, that's about ideal with the Federal. And here's the Remington, and I'll tell you what, just to finish up, let me take one more shot with the Remington SDS. So we'll burn through some paper again. And to change it up a little more, this time I'll take 3 shots, but we'll just do it offhand rather than using the bag. I'd call that pretty good saturation. Again, whether off the bag or offhand, I am getting a little bit more pellet dispersion to the left, which is not the case with Top Guns. So I don't have any particular explanation for that because there's no wind out here, but it did it twice. Not a huge amount, but it may do better with a little bit less constriction. I've seen that too. So the next notch down would be improved modified. But if a gun fits you well, as this Weatherby 18i Deluxe does, the point of impact shouldn't change, whether you're off the bag and cradle, or offhand. And it didn't in this case. So, of course, you're better off going off the bag because it's more accurate, it's more repeatable. Everybody's more accurate off a bag than offhand, whether shotgun, rifle, or whatever. So, I like the Remington SDS loads better, but I might be able to use a little less constriction and see what happens. So that's the story for another day. But either way, you can see the density at 30 yards is pretty darn good. And this is a Trulock long range Dove. They make them from most popular brands of choke. But it depends what type of shell you're going to use. If you're going to use Top Guns or gun clubs, yeah, you're going to want every bit of a Trulock long range Dove. With higher quality shells like the Remington, higher antimony, you might be able to use a bit less constriction. So that's up to you. So that's it for this quick test. Thanks for stopping by.